If you still avoid telling stories in English because you're afraid of messing up the past, this is exactly why people don't hear confidence when you speak. And today, we change that. In the next few minutes, you're going to stop treating the past simple like a grammar rule and start using it like a storyteller. By the end of this lesson, you won't just say what happened, you'll control how it happened in English. And near the end, I'll show you a subtle upgrade that instantly makes your past tense sound more natural and less robotic. Stay with me. Welcome to day 4. Let me ask you something direct. When someone says, "Tell me about your weekend," do you answer in short, safe sentences, or do you actually narrate? This is the difference between someone who studies English and someone who speaks it. Today, we're building speakers. If you're serious about that identity shift, subscribe now. This 30-day journey is designed to transform how you think, not just what you memorize. Now, foundation first. Past simple describes finished actions in the past. Not ongoing, not habitual. Finished. Yesterday, I cleaned my apartment. Last night, I watched a movie. This morning, I answered emails. Feel how complete those actions are. Done. Closed. Now, quick activation drill. I traveled to Paris. Last year, I traveled to Paris. She calls her friend. Yesterday, she called her friend. They opened a new restaurant. Last month, they opened a new restaurant. You just upgraded your sentence. That already sounds more controlled. And yes, your brain is adapting right now. Now here's the tension point. Most learners are fine with regular verbs. The problem begins with irregular verbs. This is where most people hesitate. But confident speakers don't hesitate, they recognize patterns through repetition. Take these. Drive becomes drove. Find becomes found. Lose becomes lost. Feel becomes felt. Leave becomes left. Say them once with intention. Drove. Found. Lost. Felt. Left. Good. Now use them. Yesterday, I drove to work. I found an interesting article. I lost my keys. I felt exhausted. I left early. That rhythm right there? That's fluent thinking. If this kind of structured clarity helps you, subscribe. We're building fluency layer by layer. Now let's talk about the mistake that quietly destroys confidence. Negatives. People say, "I didn't drove." No. After did, the verb returns to base form. I didn't drive. She didn't find it. They didn't leave on time. This is where most people fail in conversations. They combine two past forms. But serious learners understand this rule deeply. Did plus base verb. Say this with me. I didn't go. I didn't see. I didn't understand. You just prevented one of the most common fluency blockers. That already sounds more confident. Now questions. Real conversations are built on questions. You watched the game. Question? Did you watch the game? She felt tired. Question? Did she feel tired? They lost the match. Question? Did they lose the match? Notice something powerful. Did you? Did she? Did they? After did, the verb stays clean. Base form. Fluent speakers think this way automatically. If your goal is to stop sounding like a learner and start sounding natural, subscribe. This channel is built for transformation, not shortcuts. Now let's create emotional contrast. This is why people freeze. Someone asks, "What happened at work?" A beginner says, "It was good." A confident speaker says, "Yesterday I had a long meeting, discussed new strategies, and solved an important problem." Do you feel the difference? One is safe. The other is expressive. This is the shift. Now let me give you a micro story. Imagine this. Last weekend, you visited a friend in another city. You arrived late on Friday. You met her family. You explored the city on Saturday. You tried new food. You returned home on Sunday night. Now listen to this version. Last weekend, I visited a friend in another city. First, I arrived late on Friday and met her family. The next day, we explored the city and tried new food. Finally, I returned home on Sunday night feeling happy and relaxed. That's past simple with flow. That's storytelling. And storytelling creates fluency. Fluent speakers think in sequences. First, then, after that. Finally. If you're still watching, you're serious about this. Subscribe and commit to your English growth. Now let's increase complexity slightly. Past simple also works with longer, more detailed sentences. Yesterday, I attended a conference and learned about new industry trends. Last year, I changed careers because I wanted more challenges. When I was younger, I dreamed of starting my own business. See how the sentences grow? Short sentence, then added detail, then reason. This is how professionals speak. Now here comes the subtle insight I promised. Past simple becomes more powerful when you vary your sentence openings. Most learners always start with I. I went. I saw. I did. But confident speakers sometimes start with time or context. Last week, I completed a difficult project. At first, I didn't understand the problem. In the end, I found a solution. That variation creates rhythm. Rhythm creates authority. It makes your English sound intentional. Most learners never focus on that nuance. But now you know. And that's insider knowledge. If this shifted something in your thinking, subscribe and continue this journey with me. Let's recap clearly. Past simple equals completed action. Regular verbs, add ed. Irregular verbs, memorize common forms. Negatives, did not plus base verb. Questions, did plus subject plus base verb. Add time markers. Add sequencing words. Add emotional reactions. Vary your openings. That's advanced control. Now I want one action from you. Write 3 sentences about something that happened yesterday. Use 1 irregular verb. Use 1 sequencing word. Keep it simple, but correct. Tomorrow, we're stepping deeper into the past. We'll learn how to describe actions that were happening at the same time. But today, you didn't just review grammar. You started owning your story. And that's fluency. See you tomorrow.